What's trying to move gold? Did you hear the news about the big move in that industry? A major player made a major move. How will it pan out? Should you buy now? Should you hold on to what you have? This is huge. This is about gold. I don't know how many of you saw this story, but the story is, did Warren Buffett just bet against the U.S. economy? His latest investment raises some questions. So, you know Warren Buffett, he's a great long-term investor in the market, right? He's all about value investing, holding stocks that over the time, he knows that they are value-based investments. So he's been behind the market. He's been like, the banks are a good way to go to back up the market. Let's go look at Chase. Let's go look at JP Morgan. Let's go look at Wells Fargo. And he was holding those stocks, all right? Earlier this week, though, Warren Buffett has long been critical of gold as an investment, saying that it has no utility. All right, remember, he's a value-based investor. And that magical metal, well, he also put it, magical metal is no match for American metal. So he was gung-ho about America. Woo, we got to go America. Yay! He's like, yeah, go America. And then all of a sudden, it came to a screeching halt. And he knocked it out the park. Berkshire Hathaway boss just acquired nearly 21 million shares of Barrick Gold. What? That no match for the magical metal? He just went and has got no utility? Worth about $563 million while selling his shares of Wells, JP Morgan, all at the same. He got rid of them and went into gold. That was a huge story. The man that's behind the value investing went over and said, hey, I'm going to go get some gold. The world stopped. All right? So then I got my next story. Barrick Gold is what he bought, which was the ticker symbol GOD. Barrick Gold stock soars more than 10%, and that was on Monday after Warren Buffett's Berkshire reveals its stake. Barrick Gold popped 10.5% on Monday after legendary investor Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, revealed a stake in the gold miner stock. It added $562 million to the position in Barrick Gold in the second quarter, while the position is small for Berkshire. Good Gordon Gin, you're going to tell me, good googly muggly, it took a long time, that $562 million is a small stake for Berkshire. Man, I need to have some of that small steak. I'd rather have me a ribeye steak, but that's a small steak, which owns more than $89 billion in Apple. Good Gordon Gin. That is a lot of money in Apple. $89 billion worth of Apple. Whew. The conglomerate is the 11th largest shareholder of the gold mining company, according to FactSet. He just became a tenth of the shares held in Barrick Gold. So let's talk about that. So that's my gold story. Berkshire Hathaway did it. So let's go take a look at gold. There's Barrick Gold. It's up 1.98% today. I'm going to also look at something else that we use for gold, and that's the dollar. I'll come to that in a second. Did I put that in here? Oh, I didn't, but I'm going to do it now. UUP, going to track the dollar, but I want to look at gold, and let's analyze gold. Let's analyze Barrick Gold. And did I put the HUI in here? I did not. Nope. So let's just go look at gold first, all right? $29 is what Barrick Gold is trading at. Let's analyze it. It's at a value of $32.18. For those of you who are new or are not VectorVest subscribers, we assign an intrinsic value on every stock in our database every single day. That intrinsic value is derived from things like earnings per share, earnings growth percentage on those stocks, and we look at the three major movers of the market, earnings, interest, and inflation. Those are the three things that move markets globally. Okay? So we use that information along with what's going on with their earnings. Our earnings are forecasted 12 months out, and we look at the growth of their earnings, which in this case is 32%, to assign how valuable that stock is. So that is the intrinsic value of GOD or Barrick Gold, and it is not a target price. It's what we feel the stock is worth. And our mantra is to have you in safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in a rising market. So currently the stock's price is trading at 29, the value is at 32. When the stock's price and value are within 10% of each other, we call the stock fairly valued. Now let's get into the VectorVest indicators that make you a better informed investor. RV, RS, RT, VST, CI. These are our core proprietary indicators, all cast on a scale between 0 and 2. We make it simple. If any of those indicators are above the value of 1, the indicator is favorable. If the indicator is below the value of 1, the indicator is unfavorable. So for those people who are looking or listening by way of podcast, let me break this down for you. RV, which looks at the stock's long-term price appreciation potential, its upside potential as compared to an alternative investment in a AAA corporate bond. You buy a bond, it matures. You get all of your money back with a small interest. It is a safer investment. It's not a gangbuster trade, but it is a safer investment. Barrick Gold has got a relative value at 1.48, above the value of 1, so it's favorable. At that value of 1.48, we're saying that Barrick Gold should outperform that safe investment in a AAA corporate bond by 48% over the next 1 to 3 years. So long term, do you mind holding Barrick Gold? Absolutely. From a value play, absolutely you should take it. All right? Relative safety is an indicator of risk. Relative safety looks at the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance. Does this company meet or exceed its earnings expectations quarter over quarter and year over year? Above the value of 1, the stock's got a higher probability of meeting or beating earnings. Well, it's at 1.01. Well, it's favorable. It's not like, whoo, favorable, but it's at least favorable. The next indicator, RT, is our technical indicator. This indicator, relative timing, tells me if the stock is in an uptrend or a downtrend. While it's currently above 1, Barrick Gold is in an uptrend. The higher above 1 it is, the faster in an uptrend it is, and the lower below 1 it is, the faster in a downtrend it is. And the next indicator is VST. That is our master indicator for ranking stocks. It combines relative value, relative safety, relative timing, and it shows you the stock's overall value, safety, and timing. At 1.35, it's above the value of 1. It's good. And a lot of people say, well, you know, I'm looking for if your company can show us beta stocks. Well, I'm looking at stocks compared to the market. Well, if you take our VVC, our VectorVest composite, that's what we use for timing the market. If you look at that indicator, you look at the VST on that indicator, now you'll get a basis of where that sits. So the VVC on the VVC's VST is at 0.94. Well, any stock that's got a VST above 0.94 is outpacing the market as we see it. So for everyone who always asks the question about beta, that's the closest that I can get for you right now. All right, and the stock's a buy recommendation. It's growing its earnings at a clip of 32%. Whew, I'm liking that. I like the long-term move. It's not altogether a bad stock from a safety perspective, and it's definitely moving up right now. Now, from another perspective of looking at gold, I'm going to put in the dollar, UUP. As the dollar falls, gold should rise because the falling dollar, gold presents itself as a safe haven against the falling dollar. So I'm going to highlight UUP, and I'm going to also highlight GOD. Let's go look at those two stocks.
Are you going to add HUI or no?
No, I wasn't going to. I don't even have that on the list, do I?
No.
I decided not to do that. All right, so let's right click. Let's view the stock graph on these two. Here's Barrick Gold. All right, the move happened on Monday. Was it Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday? This was the move on Monday. Look at the gap up. So Warren Buffett gets in. Barrick Gold goes, whee! And then everybody said, no, man, we're not going to do that. No. And then the market goes down, and then today we got a little bit of a rebound, but I use moving averages on every stock in the database when I look at them is a 3 and an 8 exponential moving average. I love that it keeps you into stocks as it's moving, and it will get you out of the stock at the right time when it's falling. Well, look at this. Coming off of this little hammer formation on the candlesticks, the news came out on Monday. Even with the stock's pullback, the 3 still remained above the 8, keeping you in the stock, and currently still as well. RT started to pop as well. This gold play by Warren Buffett may not be a bad play at all. I like the play. I like the 3 and the 8. The stock still remains a buy. Couple of days of pullback, but you know something? Not enough to make a trend. As long as the 3 and the 8 or whatever moving average combination you like is moving, stay with the stock. What if? Should I get into it now? Well, as long as it goes higher than the prior day's high, then yes. Today it's not doing that. I do have a rebound, but I want some confirmation of move from at least the prior day before I jump on board. Let's go look at the dollar. As the market is rising or gold is rising, due to the dollar falling, this is a good indicator to let you know if it's okay to be in gold or not as well. Falling dollar usually means goodness for gold prices to rise, and look at that. All right.
Yeah.